selective outrage. So Superstar said it made no sense. It made no sense. It's selective outrage. And ever since, all his videos have been indirectly directed at me. Since then, all of his videos have been indirectly directed at me. But see, I don't give a shit, so I'm not responding to nothing. I don't care that much. But I didn't want to talk about it just because I just wanted to see who saw that live. Talking about I just chose that because basically I wanted to attack Cuban. And nobody, he blocked me too. And nobody was, I gave no, he literally stole somebody's 23 and me and said, exactly. And I have no problem. I had no problem with Cuban and Rabbi. We was all mutuals at one point. I had no problem with them. I was simply calling out the hypocrisy. Yeah. And he was gaslighting me the whole time. And I had no problem with them, so it benefited me not at all to sit here and call into what? For what? Is Rabbi, you said you know Cuban, is Rabbi Cuban, they all look like T. Nathan and I Speak and all them other people. Well, actually, I wouldn't even, no, yeah, I have to say I Speak too. And so my point was that you saying the arts or whatever, and then he tried to say that me saying that mentally disabled is a fucking slur. And that I called him that. I didn't call him that. He called himself that. He said because he has ADHD that he is differently abled. And so differently abled is you can say it like that if you want to. It's all on his page. And you can call it that if you want to, but like I said, I'm legally labeled mentally disabled. I know. I didn't even have to try to. I could have just used myself, but it hurt me that they were saying that when I've heard my uncle call himself that. That's just the first thing that came into my mind, not about me. And so he said the R, so he just kept saying the R slur and kept saying because he was called it because he has ADHD, and then people were calling him out saying, he said capitalism, yes, he said capitalism is better than socialism. Me and Jason was just talking about that. I mean, I was still minority. No. Robbie is my baby. I love him. I would never speak ill on that man. I love him so much. Side effects of K. Right. And he was like, you said the D slur. I said, listen, nigga, you literally said the actual R slur 3 times in your video while defending your friend who said the R slur called somebody a R bitch. And now it's selective outrage. And he was like, for clout. Y'all are doing it for clout. For clout? For clout? You have, what, 5,000 followers combined for clout on what? Nobody even knows who you are. So clout for what? No, it pissed me off. It pissed me off. And that's why I said something about it. Yes. The R word definitely is. And like I said, he's sitting there telling me it was for, he said I was doing it for clout. Please tell me how that makes sense. Please tell me how it makes sense. The video I made on him had the least views I've ever gotten in months now since I reached 175K. Right, exactly. Then he said he survived with others. Our slurs a problem, proceeds to repeatedly use it, right. Differently able, and he can call himself that if you want. Like, I get that. Like, if you want to call it different, I feel like it's insulting for me. But I have multiple disorders, right? I'm bipolar, I'm schizophrenic, I have ADHD, I'm OCD, I have PTSD, and I feel like it's insulting for me. Like, I feel like if people call what do they call short people? Like, not short people, but little people. The ones who are, like, if you have dwarfism or whatever, they call them little people. And I think that's insulting as fuck. Why would you call, but if that's what you want to be called, I'll call you that. But it's just weird. Like, if that's what you want to be called, then that's fine. I just feel like with the differently able, it's just ridiculous. What is wrong with you? Is wilding. He has to be but it's crazy because Did that community ask for that? They asked to be called little people? Because I was trying to figure out where they came from. Yes. Okay, if that's their prefer, I didn't know if the medical profession started calling them that. Because I was like, wilding all by himself. But okay, thank y'all for telling me, because I honestly thought it was the medical field or some liberation movement that had nothing to do with them. No, I knew that you don't call them that. I knew that, but I don't know if they wanted to be referenced by the specific type of, like if it's dwarfism, because that's the term, right? The medical. I'm sure it's a longer one, but dwarfism, and then there's the other one where they're proportionate. They're proportionate. They're just, shorter. Oh, was she? I find that really, I know there's, they have a lot of hardships, but I find it very interesting. Like, I saw the smallest person in the world is this tall? Just this tall. And they're 40, 50, maybe 60 years old. All that wisdom in India. Did I stitch him? No. I took the video down because it meant nothing to me at that point about him. Like, he's irrelevant to me, so I took it down. But it's Rabby, Rabby, the Enforcer. And he's got multiple pages, so I don't know. Mystery Man 965 is another one. But he put a Y. Mystery Man. Okay, let's try that one. Are you sure? Okay. Damn, she just left because I would have shut. A couple people sent me the live after that, and I was like, I hate watching myself be reenacted, because you could tell that I was having anxiety. So just watching me move around, because I kept moving around, you could tell I had anxiety while I was talking. Bye. You have a good day, sunflowers. Get them kids. My kids ain't up yet. Yeah, that one too. And I wouldn't say anything, but all his little videos have been very subliminal, and I know that he's in his mind is thinking about me. And he can say he's not or whatever, but he's making these stupid ass videos. Some of you have never been diagnosed with ADHD, and it shows. Like, nigga, I have ADHD. I take medication for it. I'm on it right now. Beefing for a minute. You and Rabby a little sis. I told him too, I called him out if you was in here. I said, you make 1,000 videos a day. And he was like, I don't make 1,000 videos a day. I was like, man, 10. He gonna say, yeah. Good morning. I don't know what he's talking about. Are you sure? Is that what you're trying to tell me? His videos are so... No, that's how he's laughing. See, this hair makes my forehead look bigger than it usually does. Yeah, I gotta add a bundle. He do it all day long. Walk around in black and white filters, so you can't say that he white. Because you don't know, because the filters are on. I'm telling y'all, my comfort zone. Call me a ladder. Are you really 5'4"? You don't give me 5'4" energy. I find you hilarious. Oh, thank you. It's not the hair. It's not the person who did my hair's fault. I keep saying that like she's watching me or something, but it's not. I love her. It's just the hair is too thin. He kept calling everyone he was yelling at me. And I had to keep, he was so mad I called him like, dog in the fight, but the fight that's in that dog, it's okay, man. Like 5'4" isn't even that short. Come on, King. It's not even that short, man. Like, for real, most women is like 5'2". You good? Okay, yes, so, yes. Okay, listen. So, for the whole time I've been on this app, so I've been on this app a year, but I didn't start making content to like, I don't know, 8 months ago or some shit. But since the beginning of this app, I have been following him and we have been mutuals. And he has forever called himself a multiracial Arab. And I'm not trying to take away from anybody's ethnicity, but I didn't know what that meant. And so everybody, he posted a DNA test talking about, this is, see, y'all trying to say that that I'm white. Here's my DNA test, and it showed like this great bit of Arab. And then come to find out, he stole that DNA test off of Reddit. And they get mad when you call them white. I know. I saw his live with Denise, y'all. It's all about wanting to be. My child is 5'3", I'm a little over 5'7". I'm 5'6". It works. The boy is white. His race is white. Facts. So yeah, he took somebody's DNA test that said